I'm talking to Martin Short, who's just been announced as the first judge for Canada's Got Talent. I guess the first question I would ask you is, what's in it for you, other than the fact that obviously it's a job and they're going to pay you?
Well, that's I can't really think of any other reason to do it. Let me think about it for that. No, I would say it's I think the most exciting time of a career is at the very beginning, and raw talent, which usually just means undiscovered talent, is the most exciting thing to witness. So the idea of doing this in Canada, it's interesting. I live in the United States and I'm known obviously in both countries, but if someone had said to me, would you like to be a judge in America's Got Talent, I wouldn't find that as exciting as being a judge in Canada's Got Talent, because this country is so filled with talented people. And for years I was always asked, why are there so many people why are there so many famous Canadians in comedy? And is it something in the water? And it's something. And I used to think, oh, that's a silly question. That's doesn't make any sense. The arts don't require a border or pay attention to a border. But the reality is there was. The people just kept coming and coming and coming, and Mike Myers, and then you kind of go, there must be something. And I think this country is very, very nurturing to people who want to try things and get up and perform, and so I think that this show is a celebration of that approach.
And have you watched the American version?
Yes, I have.
And enjoyed it?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you think if there had been a Got Talent around when you were first starting out in your career, would you have been on it?
I don't know. I think I would have maybe been a little shyer about it. It takes a lot of guts to get up, and especially with 3 judges that might be known to you, to get up and perform that. But so I probably wouldn't have. But I auditioned in 1972 for Godspell and got it, and that took nerve. But I wasn't on television.
That's true. Theater.
It wasn't being televised, I should say.
No. Well, it would be a whole different experience.
Right.
I mean, obviously you have talent. I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. But what do you think you bring as a judge to this show?
Well, I must honestly say that in my day I've seen versions of these kinds of shows, and you kind of think, wait a second, that person isn't talented, so why does he have a right, or she has a right to judge someone else? So I think because I've done this for a long time and dabbled in many arenas of the entertainment business, that it gives me some level of qualification.
Yeah, I would definitely buy that.
That's very nice of you, Debra.
Well, I've watched you a lot on television, as has my family. So yeah, you've obviously already been sitting in on the auditions, I guess. And
I haven't.
You haven't?
No,
oh,
ma'am.
I assume that you had. Okay, no. So when do you put your toe into the water, so to speak?
Next week in Calgary.
Okay.
That's the first experiment of it.
All right. Well, excuse me. I was mistaken. I just assumed you had already been along for the rodeo. But
no.
Okay. All right. Well, what are you looking forward to most about getting out there and seeing all these people?
I think I'm looking forward to seeing all those people. I don't know how to answer that.
No, that's okay.
Me.
That's all right. Yeah. That's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if anybody had told you, earlier in your career that you'd end up doing this, would you have sort of thought they were crazy?
You must be a clairvoyant, because here I am doing it, and yet you were able to predict it. You must be Nostradamus.
But it's not something that I'm guessing that you've had any experience with.
No, I've
judging.
never done it before. Yeah, that's what makes it exciting, doing something new.
What parts of what you've done before do you think you're going to be drawing on?
Well, in my day, I have, I'm also a writer, and I've produced things. So in that capacity, you're obviously that person that is on the other side of the table, and you're seeing people come in and they're auditioning for you, and that's kind of in a way like a talent contest. I mean, it's specific to what that role is, perhaps, but people are they're nervous and they prepared something and they're performing for you. And often in that case, it's a little different, obviously, because they might be devastatingly talented, but not right for what you have in mind. This is a more open celebration of talent.
Right, because it covers so many different aspects.
Right, and there's no specific thing, slot they're filling.
Right. I'm thinking, too, as a judge, that you're going to have to sort of be able to think on your feet. Come up with hopefully witty things to say.
It would be nice.
I'm guessing you've had a little bit of experience with that, somewhere along the line.
Yeah, certainly not in this interview, but in my day. Yes, no, I think that you have to. Well, that's part of the job. It's nice to be a mistake if I just sat there glumly. Yeah, that's great. Who would want that?
Nobody would want that.
Nobody wants that.
Okay, that's wonderful. All right, well, I think we're going to wrap this up.
Pleasant.
And
to chat with you.
Yes, it's been wonderful to chat with you too, and I'm really looking forward to.
I don't know whether there or there, so I'm looking at you.
That's okay. Everybody has that issue, but anywhere you want to look is great. And thank you so much, and I really look forward to seeing you on the show.
Thank you very much.